Welcome back to Real Surf Stories. Rell Sunn was born Rell Kapolioka'ehukai Sunn in 1950 in Makaha, Hawaii. Her name was given to her by her grandmother, which translated to Hawaiian means heart of the sea. She was raised in Makaha, Hawaii in a Quonset hut and began surfing there at age 4. At the time, Makaha was one of surfing's most prominent waves, with surfers arriving from all over the island and all over the world to challenge the powerful right-hander. At age 16, Rell was crowned Hawaiian state champion, and in 1966 participated in the world contest held in San Diego. She was a top-ranked pro in the 70s and 80s with her powerful yet elegant style, consistently placing her on the podium. Rell was also a black belt in judo, held a degree in Cultural Anthropology, and was Hawaii's first female lifeguard. She has mentored generations of Hawaiian surfing champions and founded the annual Rell Sunn Menehune surf contest at Makaha. After a long battle with breast cancer, Rell passed away in 1998 at the age of 47. She will always be remembered for her passion and grace in the ocean and on land, and her living embodiment of the Aloha spirit.
I started when I was 4, and there were 5 kids in my family, and we competed for one surfboard for about 10 years. And it wasn't until 10 years later that I won my first surfboard, and I slept with it for about 2 weeks, I think. And it was my best friend. And can you imagine when you're 4 to know what love is for the first time in your life? I mean, talk about awareness and consciousness. I mean, I've never felt better, and it's been that way with me forever, and I will always have that love. Surfing and fishing, farming, all those things, and playing and staying young forever are second nature, things that they've heard their parents talk about and they continue to do, and we're all a part of it. You know, we're just children and we just keep doing it, and we're all pretty good at it. The one thing that surfing enabled me to do is to be a gypsy as far as my soul is concerned, and to love being a gypsy. Women on the pro tour have a great camaraderie. They have to stick together, because without each other, they'd get just run over by the males, because the males run the women's pro tour. And so the women had to stick together and sort of say, these are what we need, these are the rules that we would like to go by, and this is the kind of person standards that we'd like to see in pro surfing. And it was wonderful to see. There are a lot of magic moments there when we start the WPS Women's Pro Surfing and stuff. Debbie Beecham, Jericho, and myself were the founders of WPS. And we just kind of set some guidelines, and the guys kind of respected us and said, God, the women are together. And it's because we had to stick together. In the past, women didn't get much publicity. I mean, Fred Hemming sold the Women's Pro Tour, you know, to the sponsors by saying, just think, you guys, one of the women might die at sunset because we hold them on the same day as the man.
Oh, and she goes over the falls. That was a bad wipeout. She went up too high, she lost it at the top and went what they call going over the fall. She fell over with the brake on that wave. It's a long drop. And it's a bad wipeout. That hurts.
And so people thought, we're buying into it, we want to sponsor the women's event. And we almost died. And we loved it. And we weren't supposed to talk about it on TV, but we did. And we got a lot of trouble, but it didn't matter. I mean, publicity back then, I mean, they sold women by saying, you know, look at Billie Jean King. I mean, you know what she did for, you know, herself. And she helped the women surfers, by the way, because of Margot's association with her. And we got a lot of neat professional women helping women surfers get it together. We had people from Coldgate saying, hey, you guys, the women skiers have it so together. This is what you have to do. And we realized that we had to either get off the tour and stop competing and run the women's circuit or surf. And of course, we all kind of wanted to surf. So we just kind of, it hasn't gone anywhere because no one's really wanted to give up surfing, and that's how it's going to be until someone gives it up. And I can't imagine anyone giving it up. Not really, not ever. There's going to have to be a really great woman with a really big heart that gives up a lot of surfing time to help make the Women's Pro Tour happen. And she's out there, she's somewhere, and she's going to step in pretty soon, but I don't think it's me.
In the blue sea it seems, floating so serenely, opening up my mind, giving me more precious time. Here you can find me, singing softly to myself, lost for the moment, in the transparent dream.
The girls know that surfing sets them free, and they know that they can be just as unconscious as the guys, but they're more aware once they're in the water. And they just can go out in the water and set themselves free and not have to worry about anything, don't want to eat, don't want to do anything but surf. They're hooked. And that's a nice addiction, surfing. And to always say, but one more. And you kind of get this addictive personality, but nothing's wrong with that as long as it's healthy.
Hawaii.
think that women will continue to surf whether there's a pro tour or not. Obviously, we're all still out. You can live in a cave in Makua and come and surf Makaha every day and not care if there's a pro tour or if you're wearing the most styled out clothing. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's once you're in that ocean, that's all that really matters. And your statements on the wave. My parting shot, one last thing to say, one more wave, long may you ride.
Aloha,